episode 3774, Hit Me With Your Best Shot.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're ready to get a little rebellious. Yes, it's all about wellness and your health, and that means it's time to hit me with your best shot. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com, where you can learn more and sign up for the K.I.S.S newsletter. They keep it simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, inspiring connection and community. You know, life is not going to ever be easy or simple, but simple decisions bring greater rewards, specifically in your health. Hit me with your best shot. Now, when I say that, I think of this song. It goes in my head, right? You probably know it. Okay, maybe if you're not younger, a lot younger than me, maybe you don't, but hit me with your best shot. Boom, ba-dum. Okay, so we'll just stop there. But if you remember it, you remember it. If you don't, well, go Google it or YouTube it or whatever. But if you think your health will just take care of itself through the ups and downs and all around, you're setting yourself up to fail. The truth is, simple, clear decisions made every day are what stack up into real health wins. Right now, I know my life is in a season of chaos, stress. I can't really do much of anything. And on top of this, I kid you not, in real time as I'm recording this, Hawaii is under a tsunami warning. And so all of my Hawaiian ohana know I am praying for you. We are lifting you up. And I pray that this will not be as big as what they say they are. Now, when this goes live today, which is kind of feels like more like tomorrow, but you're listening to it on Wednesday, our Wellness Wednesday, you may be a little confused. But it is Wednesday, July 30th, and that is when it was predicted to hit at 12:17 Central Time, 1:17 Eastern Time, and 7:17 Hawaii time. And so, you know, I think about our lives and how everything comes at us. And sometimes we just have to stand there and say, hit me with your best shot. What do you got, world? I'm still going to stand. Because when everything else feels out of control, your commitment to some basic things becomes your shield and sword. You know, what are you doing now to protect your health? Now, maybe you're like, well, Christiane, I'm currently in the middle of a tsunami and I'm just catching your podcast episode, so I really can't think about my health. I get it. But if you're not in that situation, but you feel like you are, you're not literally, but you're figuratively, what are you doing? You know, I told you before, I'm on a journey too, figuring out what works best for my body type. I got a lot of genetic mishaps, and there are some things you can change and some things you can't, and some things you just throw up in the air and you say, Lord, why me? And maybe when I get to the other side, I'll be able to have that question. But right here now on earth, I got to figure something out. But you see, the season I'm in is really challenging. And in fact, I don't have control over the majority of what is happening. It's just coming at me. Hit me with your best shot. And that's all the more reason to stick to your guns. That is your K.I.S.S to keep it simple strategy. Stick to your guns. Because life will throw you curveballs. It's going to happen. And sometimes you just have to take the punches. You do. But you don't have to let those curveballs derail everything. And that's the situation here. What I want you to hear today is that just because life happens doesn't mean you have to lose your health. I've made some major decisions over the past few days, and it's kind of a slow ramp up, but I'm like, okay, if I can stay on this, and right now I'm telling you, it's tough. If I was to lay out everything that happened in the last 12 hours, not 24, just 12 hours, you'd be sitting there going, oh, how are you even talking to me? Yeah, it's been a day. And it's already the next day, which is really Wednesday, as I'm very lately recording this, because it's going to release here my time in less than an hour. Recording. I mean, I'm looking at my clock right now. It says, I read this directly from my computer, Wednesday, July 30th, 1:07 a.m. Yes, this is how live I am. Okay? But that's what I'm telling you. My last 12 hours, if I told you what happened, you'd be like, why are you here? Because if I fell to everything that came at me, I wouldn't be standing. I'd be 6 feet under. But you see, I know God made me for more. I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but what I can't lose is my health. And so I want to give you 3 no-nonsense moves anyone can lean on to manage their health during difficult times, because ultimately that's what it is. You're in a season that isn't real smooth, and not that any season is smooth, right? You're always going to have ups and downs. You're going to have bills. You're going to look at your finances. You're going to, have arguments with your spouse. You're going to have arguments with your kids. You're going to have to raise your kids. You're going to have to take them to activities. Maybe you're planning that wedding. Maybe you're just saying, you know what? I just need a break. And that break may come with cheese puffs and popcorn and nachos and dip and all the things, right? But is that really what your body needs? No. You've got to manage your health. You got to take care of you. There's only one of you, and you matter, my friend. Truly, you matter. And if you didn't, do you think I'd be up here at 1:09 still recording? I don't think so. AM, by the way, AM. You're sleeping, and I'm recording. And this is going to go live here in less than an hour. But we're going to get it done. Why? Because you matter. So you got to stick to your guns. What does it look like in real life? Number 1, control your inner circle. You're like, huh? What do you mean? Yeah. You can't always change what's happening around you, but you can control what you put in your body and your mind. So choose fuel that is going to rev you up in a positive way. So get that right food in your body, right? Choose the liquids that you need to be drinking. Water. Oh, wait, water, right? You got to hydrate like your energy depends on it, because it does. And guard your mental space. Pull back on toxic news or people who drain your willpower, who drain your passion, who drains where you're going. It just doesn't matter right now. If you're in a season of stress, do you really need more? So stop. And when you look at these choices, you may be like, but they're not really glamorous. Like, I want to be able to go out and buy a cute outfit, so I look good when I go and work out. I feel good when I look in the mirror, even though I'm 10 pounds heavier, whatever it is. But here's the thing. These little things that aren't glamorous, they're going to keep your foundation solid. So control your inner circle. Number 2, create mini rituals that stick. When chaos sweeps in, the world demands more from you. It's like, I can't give any more. I am standing here. In fact, I'm being honest. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go jump in a pool and we'll see what happens. I kid you not. No, I didn't. And I'm fine. But it's those fleeting thoughts, because there's so much weighing on you. That's the real world, right? And if we don't acknowledge it, then we're just pushing it down in something else, and it gets stuck in a crevice that eventually creeps out somewhere else. So you got to be careful. So create mini rituals that stick. For me, I can make a statement like that and it means nothing. Now to others, it would mean something. But it allows me just to voice it, get it out verbally, allow me to verbally process. It releases that stress. It releases my jaw muscles. It allows my neck to be released. Yes, just saying something little like that. It's just a phrase. Can it be taken the wrong way? Of course it can. But I'm not acting upon it. I'm showing nothing of it. So don't get freaked out. But what I'm telling you is that this stuff really does work. You got to be real with yourself. And one thing you don't want to do is sit here and say, oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I got this all put together. There's nothing bothering me. Because that, my friend, is when something's bothering you. And that will get you 6 feet under. So it's crucial to build mini routines that don't require hours and hours or special equipment, but it anchors your day. a 5-minute stretch. It'd be great if you could spend 25 minutes stretching. But you may not have that right now in your season. So give yourself 5 minutes. Go to the bathroom, close the door, go to the bathroom, like literally, pee, TMI, I know. And then stretch for the next 3.5 minutes, however long it took you to go to the bathroom, then stretch the rest of the time. Hopefully you can have at least that much little privacy, right? Take 10 deep breaths and make it a focus break. Just breathe. If you have to, say, Mama's in timeout. I'm going in my car. I'm going to sit in it because if I need to scream, I can scream, or I can just breathe. Or maybe it's a walk at the same time that just adds structure. It gives you that feeling that I do have something I can control. And it signals to your brain that you're okay. You're under stress, but you're okay. And you are in control. Your mind likes that. Small wins like this multiply under pressure, right? You don't want to be a pressure cooker that goes off. So creating these mini rituals gives you that space to say, okay, I can multiply this and I won't become a pressure cooker. And finally, number 3, prioritize rest and recovery. I cannot stress this enough because I'm telling you right now, stress doesn't just mess with your mood. It kills your health quietly. Sleep like your life depends on it. As you know it does. And if you can't get 7 to 8 hours, grab power naps to reboot. Find pockets of downtime to unplug, even if it's just 10 minutes away from screens. When you let your body recharge, your immune system fights better and your mindset sharpens. You can't fight all day on empty tanks, but most of us, we are. We're running dehydrated. I'm just telling you, you probably are. And if you've got a big function coming up, you better hydrate. If nothing else, hydrate. Okay? That's the best thing you can do ever. If you don't eat meals, that's fine, but keep your hydration. And if you need to, add a few electrolytes and some fresh fruit. Seriously, best thing for you. And if you get an upset stomach, well, meclizine is great. They're not a sponsor of this episode. And also, maybe a little bit of bread if you're not sensitive to gluten. That's all bonus. You see, my friend, managing your health in chaos isn't about heroic feats or perfect behaviors because the world isn't perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We make mistakes, but the world makes mistakes. And then some of that stuff falls on us and we have to figure it out. What did I tell you? It's 1:15 now. If I told you my whole story 12 hours ago, you'd be sitting there going, I don't know why you're talking to me right now. But I am, because you do matter. So narrow down what's in your control and keep showing up for those things every day, no matter how small the action feels. Give yourself a sense of rhythm. Because then you'll feel like, yes, time's on my side. I do have a little bit of control. Because I'm here to remind you, life will keep throwing punches. It's going to. You've got to keep your guard up, stand your ground, and let your health account grow steadily. Right? What's your fuel gauge? If you're running on empty all the time, is that good enough? No, it's not. Not for anybody, and especially not for you. The fewer distractions and the clearer your plan, the easier it is to avoid getting knocked off balance. So what's your next move? What simple, bulletproof habit will you stake your health on today? What is it? Don't sit here and be like, oh, I don't know. I got to think about this one. No, you don't. You know immediately. Maybe you just need to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables right now. You don't have enough fiber in your diet. If your body responds well to that and it helps you to decompress down in your gut, that's great. So eat more fiber. But also hydrate. None of us are walking around like, woohoo, look at me. Most of us are dehydrated. So start drinking more of that water. And no, it doesn't count if you drink tea or milk or coffee. No, straight H2O. That's what you need. Give me 8 glasses solid. If you're like, but I can't drink 8 glasses. That's all right. Start with 1, then add another and add another until you get 8 glasses. Give me 64 ounces of water. Because I'm telling you, my friend, if you don't, you're just going to feel less and less in control. And I'm not saying we have to demand that feeling of being in control, but when you're in a season of chaos and life is coming at you and you feel like you're literally on the Autobahn and you're like, whoa, what is going on? What's going on is you're about ready to lose your own sanity. So stop it. Hit me with your best shot because I know you got this. Go in peace. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Hey, my Hawaii ohana, I'm praying for you. Aloha. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.